Really good opening performance, I thought, especially defensively in the first half. I thought our guys did a really good job of doing what we practiced leading into the game. They did a few things that we didn't know about, and we made a couple adjustments and did well with that. So I was really pleased, obviously, with our defense on Kelly and Johnson. Got good players, and I thought we did a nice job on those guys. Offensively, shared the ball. Good to see some guys make some threes. Hybrider making three in the second half. Myles knocked in a couple. Victor knocked in one. That was good for us. Obviously, Chase was terrific in the first half. The last 10 minutes really sparked us there down the stretch of the first half, and then just got to play a lot of guys. So good opening night. Really, really pleased. Questions for me?
Jaeden Zackery's really sparked plug defensively.
Yes. Excellent job. First thing I said at halftime was I thought Jaeden was doing an unbelievable job on the ball. On Johnson, I thought we did a good job of bullying ball screens and really fighting through and, just trying to wear down a good player. And Jaeden certainly did that. He set a tone for us. Dylan came in and did some nice things that way. Dell helped us at the point of attack. That's good, very perceptive by you. That's an important part of the game.
How helpful is it to have a guy like Chase when you're trying to get your offense to mesh with new guys at this time of year?
I think Chase did a really good job tonight of trying to get some other guys involved. He probably even passed up a shot or two, one at the foul line for sure when he tried to throw one to Ian on the roll, and Ian was trying to play through two guys there. But, he found Jake in transition in the second half after Jake had made one and got him a second one, and just he played like an older player with poise, and, he wasn't out there trying to go get 25 points. He was making the right play. He was finding his teammates, encouraging other guys, and then obviously opportunistic, as well. Very efficient, which when he plays in an efficient way, he's an elite player.
Myles had a nice night tonight. Is this
Very
what
much.
you've seen from him all along?
Yeah. I mean, he's done a nice job for us. He's got a knack for scoring, around the basket area, 15 feet, 16 feet. He's worked really hard to make threes. He started working on it, I think, in the spring when we were recruiting him. We've continued to work with him, and we do a lot of shooting stuff and have encouraged him that, hey, man, you can make that top of the key three. We want you to shoot it. And we've given him the green light. He's got some confidence with it, and those were big-time shots. There's no hesitation. I mean, he's put in the time, and his numbers have improved dramatically. So he's becoming a confident offensive shooter, which is really good for our team. Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good. We, good pace tonight, not crazy, but good pace, good tempo, and to only have 7 turnovers was very good. I know it's something I've talked about is when we increase our pace, we don't want to see the turnover numbers increase. We may have a few more possessions, so naturally you might have 1 or 2 more, but we can't have big numbers that way being careless, and I didn't think we were. They did not pressure that much, so that probably helped that a little bit, but still we didn't try to force too many things, and guys played with good poise and pace.
Talked about Myles working on his three. Victor knocked one down, and it seems like this season you have even more guys that can stretch the floor than last year.
Maybe. I think, similar. We have a lot of different guys, and we don't have a Joe Girard. Maybe Jake can be that. But, yeah, I mean, we need those guys to shoot. That's what we want them to do. It's part of the offense. The high post, top of the key three in our high-low game is important. And certainly Victor's been able to do that and make some, and he made a couple in the scrimmage against Vanderbilt. He's he can make that shot. Myles has made, I think he made one and another one too. So it's part of what we do. It's what we practice it a lot, and it's good to see. We need it.
Is that kind of the ideal pace you're looking for, or is there even?
Yeah, no, I think it was good. We had long defensive possessions tonight. They played at a pace that was a little more methodical and move it, and a lot of dribble handoffs and ghost screens, and they got late shot clock a lot. I thought our guys did a good job. For the most part, they did make some threes late, and we fouled them once or twice late, which we can't do. But, to sit down and guard for 22, 24 seconds, a lot of possessions, that was probably good for us. And, again, we're not breaking down before that to give them an easy basket. So I was pleased with that. And, that's going to make it for a few less possessions because you're playing defense a long time.
You talked about your bench a lot over the course of this offseason. What did you like from them, especially?
Well, Myles was really good. Most of the night he came in on both sides and did a good job. Jake's three-point shooting was valuable, and Jake did a solid job out on the perimeter defensively tonight. Dell and Christian, I thought, gave us good minutes. Dell made a couple mistakes. Christian had a couple turnovers. We got to clean that up, but Christian's size still is a factor on defense. Dell can really work on the ball. He's just got to learn to be disciplined when he plays. But he has good juice. I thought those guys were very good, and it was good for a lot of guys to get to play double-figure minutes.
Dallas Thomas was registering this year.
Yeah.
I guess what factor into your decision to register?
Just we have a lot of guys, perimeter guys, that are kind of that position, and he just needs to gain weight. We really like him. I told him, I said, in this day and age, you really don't need to redshirt guys because you can always go to the portal and just get somebody. But we try to be a developmental program. It's what I think we're good at it, and I think that guys get better in our program, and he'll do his strength program will change drastically now that he's a redshirt guy. He'll get a little more extra work and skill with us. So hopefully that helps, his development. But, we think he's got a chance to be a good player. That's why we're doing it, is we want him to stay in our program for a long time. And let's coach him when he's 21, 22, and he'll be a really good player if he's still around by then. Love his attitude. He's improving his skill level. He can dribble. His shooting is really improving. He's long, so he can guard multiple positions. But there's a lot of guys who are bigger and stronger right now. He only weighs 174 pounds. We'd like to get him 185, 90 as quick as possible. And he's never going to be a 200. He's not going to be like Chauncey and go to 217 pounds. He's probably not wired that way. But he's really mobile. He's a long player and great kid, and he's a good worker.
How much do you like the possibilities of alternating Zackery and Chase on and off the ball? Chase doing his thing when he's off.
Yeah, I think it's as much as it is Chase. It'll be Chase some. It'll be Dylan some. It might be Dell some. I think it's all those guys. That's part of why we're picking up a little more. We've had other teams. My first year here, we did it a lot. The COVID year, most people didn't see it, but COVID year, we played 10 guys double-figure minutes, I think it was, PJ's freshman year, and played 11 guys in a lot of games, and we were an undersized center team, and so that was the year we tried to get up and down and play it a little faster but really pick up defensively. So we've done it in a handful of years here with some success, and hopefully this team we think fits that because we have, 4 guys that we can rotate, and I think if it takes that to be good at it. It takes that to have a wearing effect. You got to really work at it, and I'm hopeful that that's something that'll really help our defense. We did have 9 steals tonight too, so that's 9 steals. Was that?
Yeah, twice last year, 9 steals.
Yeah, so to get that in the first game was good.
Does Chauncey feel even more confident to you this year?
Yeah, I just think he's taking the next step. Right, he's a junior now, and you kind of look around in the locker room, and looks a lot different with the guys that are gone. Listening to PJ and Joe and some of those guys that have been around a long time, not being there, he knows that he's one of the oldest guys in our program, as a returner. So he knows more about what we do, how we do things than almost anybody. And, he's obviously grown as a player and person. I'm really proud of his development as a person, as a young man. Got involved in a lot of things on campus. He's big into the Leadership Academy. I'm really proud of him for doing so many different things, and I think all those things help him become a more mature player. And I thought he improved, and I thought he did a nice job defensively helping with with Ian on Kelly tonight.
Was it a little bit funny to see 24 back out there for the second half?
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, it was. It was.
I guess Ian's jersey was ripped.
Yeah.
And he chose 24.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know if that was an honor or what that was.
There are no spare fours.
He didn't jack as many threes as 24 did. I'll tell you that.
Any more questions for Coach?
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.